Second question, is it necessary for homeowners to pay design fees? In 3, 2, 1.
Yes, of course.
Yes and no.
Yes and no again?
Hey, why yes and no?
Okay, since we are all yes, maybe I'll say the no first. Okay, paying design fee first. Nowadays everybody, social media is so readily available, so people will start to research. I mean heavily when they're excited to get your home. I'm sure you guys are very excited. You guys will go to various platforms, I would say, to see pictures and have inspirations before you even find an ID, I would say, right? Then paying design fee or not, if you really know what you want, if your house is actually pretty straightforward and we're working on, I would say budget again. The word budget again. So it's more of, if it's going to be very straightforward, you're going to do maybe carpentry, bedroom, toilets, pretty much that, and then kitchen, just carpentry, maybe no feature wall in the living room, then just simple lightings. I would think that you can probably still go and then weigh your options before you decide on the design fee. That's for the no part.
But what about the coloring and placement of stuff and styling of?
That's why in the end, after you compare, I'm sure still all IDs, I would say, still will help you to achieve what you want, because you really know what you want. So if you clearly know what you want, then don't go for the design fee. If you are still like, should I go cool tone, warm tone, or should I even go for which theme, or even have a theme? You get what I mean? If you need somebody to help, then that's when you find us. So if you really clearly know what you want, then of course, I wouldn't ask you to go for the design fee lah.
So no design fee, do you like, whoever is going to portray themselves will be like a contractor kind of thing? Or are you pushing it towards a contractor field instead of a designer field?
That's where I put a yes also, because for myself also, I'm still weighing the balance on, I would say, each and different individual, whether it's really, you know what you want or not. Some homeowners is really clueless. That's when yes, it's a very strong yes, that you need to see the design first. Then you visualize and envision your house in that flat, then yes. If you clearly know what you want, then why design fee first?
I think yes, only if real design is involved. I think because I think design fee is not just about how many drawings I'm giving you, how many 3D model I can build for you. It's not just that simple. I think it involves a lot of thinking, ideas, and managing the project, problem solving. I think all these experience speak why we will need to charge for the design fee.
For my case, right, the designers, they go through a stringent amount of man time in school. So all this fundamental, all this someone somewhere, we need to have a line to be drawn that they really put in a lot of effort. A lot of time is, yes, you can, like Royster has mentioned, you can have 1 + 1 = 2, kind of thing. But what happened in between? What is right, what is wrong? They will not know without going through the basic fundamental. That's why you ask me, is rightfully at least to have a design fee involved lah. I mean that's how I feel. It's like otherwise why go through the school days and things like that. Anyone can just be a designer. It's like why I can just pop up a laptop and just go through Pinterest. Just Pinterest board, and that's all about it. Then they don't need to go through all this issue where go and get your best designers and things like that. That's my take.
Lisha, what do you think?
Yeah, because when we charge client a design fee, I feel that they are essentially paying for our expertise.
Correct.
Yeah, and this expertise is only kind of learned through courses that we take and the years of experience that we have doing up houses, designing spaces. So sometimes when homeowners, they have a few of their saved images, like some Pinterest board, there's a lot of ideas there, but I think that this is in our expertise to make it applicable to the home that they have. Like maybe certain photos they show is like a landed house, but maybe perhaps they stay in a condo. So it's up to us to kind of reimagine the elements that they like that can fit into the space.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Because you all say that design fee, right, they're actually paying for design. What actually is design for a home?
The ideas, the thinking. I think the advice is very important because like, you know, they might save a lot of photos. They will tell that like what she was saying that like I show a photo, I want to do this. But can this fit into their house? This is a question mark. And they might save a lot of different photo. And how you actually want to blend everything into one that you look nice in general. It cannot be like this one look like that and this one look like that, you know, like it's just like Roja. So I think designer is more like how we can help our client to find the potential of their house. That's very important, which I think most of the contractor cannot do. Yeah, I'm so sorry. But then, but yes, I mean that like, there's a difference between designer and contractor, and, and this is the reason why we charge for the design fee. Yeah, I think there's you know, like what Kev was saying, you know, like everyone can build, you know, like, but how we plan it well, how we actually plan the flow that suit our client well, that's another story.
The in-betweens, I would say that I feel everyone is missing out is the in-between that, you know, the knowledge and everything that fits in to the overall Pinterest photography kind of thing. It's like, it's easy to pull out one photos. But what happened in between the planning stage, right, what Lisha was saying, no one can tell you that, you know, unless you are actually having this interior or design background. That's where you actually can actually relate back this whole entire photos back to our clients. Yeah.
What do you think is something that designers can do that contractors cannot? Designers can imagine that contractors cannot.
Maybe from the design fee, once we know, because when we propose this design fee, I would say we have already gotten to know your lifestyle. We would have gotten to know your requirements, maybe into the intimate details, how many people will be in the house, be it whether the partners are sleeping together or not, we will know all the details. So when we plan your house, the design, everything, we already know, even to the intricate details, like how your aircon is going to run. You know what I mean? Like when we are planning the design part, we will even think, like what Lisha said earlier, whether it's applicable, like whether Kev say all the little in-between details. And so actually I agree with all of them. You know what I mean? But there's still, we need to seek out a balance. Like, I would say the thinking in different generations, the customers that we are looking at today, we have people who are very young, we also have still the elderly. So for people to accept, like, I only pay for your design, say, then there are still, I would say, people outside would say that I can give you free. Some even come out with catalog, with packages, you get what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but that's not the whole essence of design. Yeah, we design from our heart for you, like after we know you, just the design for you, not a copy and paste. Yeah, so that part I still agree that we still design it based on how we know you after we meet you.
So you see the person, you see their needs and lifestyle, and then you're really designing the space that they're living in, and it's different
and when
for
we plan it,
everyone.
we also think of how we are going to run the whole site. You get what I mean? Until we hand over to you, until you move in. Yeah, not just design, okay, very nice. Then after that, when running stage, hey, there's a lot of problems.
Right.
Yeah, that's not how interior designers like us, I believe all of us think the same way lah. Let's say we really plan throughout the entire process when we are designing the house.
I mean, I think for myself and Talon is, I think when we're in school, right? So
Yes.
Oh, you guys went to school together?
No.
Not together.
Sorry.
Not together. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we go to school. Because whenever our lecturer teaches us something, it's always the details. The details is the one that the key factors. Yes, you can pull out any photos or anything, but the detailing, and we need to actually redraw out onto the using AutoCAD basically. That's something that you mentioned that contractor can't do. Maybe they can, but the thing is how to cross section with all this to merge up into the whole entire photography. It really takes a lot of time and skills and experience of course. Yeah. So that's why you asked me whether to have this. I'm still talking about time factors. We really spend a lot of time mastering this skill sets. Even till today, as we speak, I believe all of them have been years of experience, but we are still learning day to day.
Yes.